Oi, Bonita. Today I wanted to talk to you or to share with you my hair journey. So stay tuned. I grew up not liking my hair. I just didn't like my hair texture. I used to cry and ask God, why did you give me, bad hair? That was my language. Why did you give me bad hair, God? This is not fair. All of my friends, they have, straight good hair. And for me, it was like, oh my gosh, you punish me. Why, right? And the thing is, like, my mother is on a darker side. She's more like, deeper complexion, and my father is on a lighter side, and his curl pattern is different because my grandmother, my father's mother, is a white Brazilian. It's a like European. On my mother's side, my grandmother is just like cocoa brown complexion. So I have that mix. So people are like, oh my gosh, you have like nice curly pattern. And I'm like, don't get fooled by my edges. You need to check back here. This is my West African side. This is from my Amazon Indian side. And I like to crack this joke, but yeah, I have, and we all have these spots in our head that it's kinkier and or it's smoother. It's just funny because I feel like hair is very temperamental too, right? So anyway, growing up, I just didn't like my hair at all, and in my surroundings, my neighborhood, in my school, they were most like lighter skin Brazilians. Therefore, they had curly, long hair, straight. And in Brazil, as you know, I don't know if you know, but we're very mixed, right? So you will see someone with my complexion, but like curly, beautiful hair, like long, right? No chemicals, just natural curly hair, long curly hair. And then you will see a lighter skinned Brazilian with kinky hair, and you probably see that in also different Latin countries in the mixture. To this day, we're all mixing. Like I was reading an article that they were talking about by 2050 there would not be we will all be mixed by then. Me, I wanted to have a bouncy hair. I wanted to being able to do this thing. And my mother, she was doing hair at that time, and she used to use those hot combs and get her clients like those straight burned hair. That was the thing back then. So I want the same, and I was a big fan of Naomi Campbell, and I want my hair to be straight like hers too. So it was completely the opposite. So then, growing up in my teens, my mother introduced me to relaxers. So by the age of 13, I started. By the age of 13, I was introduced to the hair crack, right? The relaxer. So from that point on, I used relaxers from age 13 to 32. Yeah, I had my son. I was pregnant with my son at the age of 32, and that was the first time ever in my life that I went completely natural because I didn't want to use any chemicals during my pregnancy. And then once I dropped my baby out of my body, I was like, oh my gosh, I want to get back to the relaxer. Let's rewind this. I got weave in, and it looked very cool and big, but it was driving me crazy because I was kind of want to scratch my scalp the way I like to scratch, of the seborrhea dermatitis. It gets very flaky, very irritated. So at that time, it was like, it wasn't too bad, but it was like very uncomfortable because I couldn't manipulate much. So when I went back to the relaxer, it's not that the relaxer made it better. It actually chemically made it worse. but it was also about, phases where my scalp was kind of going crazy. So I went back, my hair was curly, it was bouncy, it was, moldable, and from 32 to 40, 40, 41, 41, because I decided to, I'm 42 now, as we're doing this video, but last year, I decided to cut my hair and just go completely natural. I was like, you know what? I wanted to do something different. I just want to really, I talk about beauty and accepting, your unique beauty. And I'm being hypocrite because it's not a hypocrite. It's just like the nature of your natural beauty is that natural state. And so for me, it was just more like trying to understand that and accept that accepting the process. So I was like, you know what? Let me try this again. And so middle of last year, I decided to completely go natural, and I cut my hair and I went completely short. And by December, I was like, you know what? It's about to get, cold in the winter time, and to, like when you go natural, you have to style every day or every morning, every other day, to style your hair, curly pattern, changes. So I was like, it's cold. I don't want to, keep cold washing my hair or wetting my hair every morning. Let me get some braids. So I got the braids, and like long braids, and as you can see in this picture. And I was like, okay, I kind of like this. But then on the second phase of my braids, I start getting the seborrhea just kicked in. So then my hair was, my scalp was very inflamed, and I was planning to keep the second phase braids in for until like May. And then I was like, no, I'm just gonna remove it, and I did. And here it is, like, when I removed it in this picture, it looked great, right? I know, it looks great. But then, this morning it was like, oh my gosh, now it shrank to back in, and then I'm like, okay, my scalp, how am I going to do this? What should I be doing? And I was like, what the? And, I was just trying to learn and accept in the process. And there are so many products that I have used. The curly gel souffle, I liked when my hair was shorter than this. I used this morning. I don't know if I should keep using this. What I noticed, my hair is super dry, so I probably need to do some deep conditioning, like, good deep conditioning, and I need a shape up for sure. I need to shape my hair. I love this product, the Eden Body Works. Really, really like the leave-in. And when I did have my braids in, I don't know if you can see it, I based my hair every morning with this scalp oil treatment by Naturopathica, which is a beautiful blend of bergamot essential oil. So it had that kind of antiseptic action to my scalp. And then what I also used to do, like every other night, to spray a blend of apple cider vinegar, a little bit of coconut oil that I created, just for my own use. And then I add some tea tree and rosemary oil as well. Oh, and aloe vera leaf juice. So I used to do this, and it's still doing like on the edges of my hair. And then, I created, I have a skincare line called Ageless Infusions. It's 100% natural. And I used to use the hydrating blend, especially where I had the seborrhea dermatitis. And then it helps to soothe and hydrate that area. So it is designed for the face, but you can also use for the body. But because of the amount of oil that the hair requires, I don't think it's a wise choice to use this for the hair. But for the benefits, yes, you can use for your face and hair. So I'm going to leave the information below this video, okay? And actually all of the products that I showed you here, I'm going to leave this information below this video. Alright, so basically what we're going from here, this is it. I am gonna learn how to really embrace this texture, you know. This is who I am, and it feels like liberating, like, oh, you know, I feel good because this is, I love my hair now. I love my hair. I'm old enough to understand that this is it, you know. And the relaxers are not bad either. I think that, you know, whatever it makes you feel, you know, beautiful and more confident, go for it. It's just a choice. There's no right or wrong. So yeah, this is my story. So I hope you enjoyed this video. You know, I would love to kind of know, like, you know, what is your challenges with the whole hair transitions, you know, because that is the thing that you know, you have to, that's what the time that you get frustrated, and then you go back to, you know, the default, the thing that you know the most. So I would love to hear from you. What is your challenges, you know, which products you use, and which products it's just you spend so much money with but it didn't work. So I would love to hear from you. Alright, so take care of yourself. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and follow me on social media. That information is also under this video. Okay, so stay bonita, and I'll see you on the next video. Beijos. Tchau, tchau.